I was good, baby. We're gonna start in about 7 minutes. What's up, man? Just getting some stuff ready. Miss Shark, Still Martin, EBFG, J Cash was good, baby. Just give me about 6 to 7 minutes. We're gonna get ready. Alright, here we go. What's blooming, y'all? It's your boy Shinko Floor, and you're tuned into the WGLZE The Glaze. Hope you got the icky rolled up because you about to get sticky. How y'all doing? What's good, everybody? I know I said what's up to some people, but I'm gonna go down the list again. I don't really care. What's up, J Cash, Miss Shark, Storm Martin E, BFG, Liquid Carl, Bilotti, Mr. Weasley, Clayton Kendall, Smith Super Awesome Reviews, Johnny JH, what's good, Cody James Outdoors, what's up, Tuna Sandwich, what is up, Alfred Aponte, what is good, Perk Cobain, what is up, how y'all doing? Thank y'all for wishing me a good Christmas. I hope you guys enjoyed the holidays with your families, you know, whatever you celebrate, you know, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Heterosexual male, glaze up, that's right, we about to get sticky. You're about to get sticky today. Today we're just gonna roast two things, two subjects. Young Floor's mad about something. Oh, he good. So I want to talk about two things today. So we got the roast. We talking about the Christmas roast, and you know, we're gonna also talk about basically. I really don't want to go over this, like, because I hate going over his Feasting with the King segments. It really pisses me off because there's one of two things. One of the main reasons why I don't like watching it is because he wastes the food, and I'm sorry, I really hate people who waste food, man. And what's good, baby? I see you. But nah, that thing wasn't a roast. It was like some fucking QVC lump of meat that you could just toss into the oven real quick, and he still fucked that up. He fucked that up. But the other reason why I don't want to go over I kind of do want to, but I don't want to go over like the Feasting with the King segment because I hate it because he wastes food. It bothers me a lot. And the other thing is that whole segment of him bitching about the, you know, chicken adobo and the milkfish I think he had. Too Quick 2 was good, baby. Luna Guardian was good, baby. The problem is that he already had a preemptive bias towards that food because he didn't get his food first. Jav Dog was good, baby. So because he didn't get his food automatically, he got pissed and he decided to disrespect an entire culture's gastronomy. Like that's how much of a child he is. The Sid was good, baby. Like, because he didn't get his shit all you know, right off the bat. He's pissed that he didn't get his food. Let me stop talking on this pre-stream stuff. Let's get into it. I'm so sorry. So we're gonna talk about the roast. Oh, we're gonna get into it. Big ups to Hate Army Watch. You know, big ups to my full Clippers, man. My full favorite Clippers. I can't count Ann because that's cheating. War Dog Leader was good. Ann is like he's up there. He's like elite. So we can't count Ann. Ann is the elite Clipper with timestamps and all that. Big up to my full Clippers. Hate Army Watch. Aqua Teal. Forbidden Math. I'm missing one off the top of my head. Oh my god. And Blooper. My bad. I'm sorry. Like, right, I keep forgetting Blooper because, you know, he doesn't want to associate with the glaze. But Blooper, if you're watching, that is blasphemy. That is blasphemy. M Hill Gaming was good. Somebody tell Blooper that the fact that he doesn't like the glaze, Jay Kramer was good. That's a problem. That's a problem up in these streets. Okay? Because he's supposed to be down with the glaze off the bat. My 15 Clay can thanks for the final super chat. My 15 can cook a better roast. Happy New Year, sir. Happy New Year to you too, baby. Yo, all right, so let's get into this Christmas roast. I didn't see that much of it. The only part I know is that they didn't follow something. They didn't follow a certain direction. So let's just get into it and let's just make fun of it. Okay, so guys, you already know the deal. When I play the video, if you can hear it, thumbs up. If you can't, just give me a cap so I know how to fix it, all right? If it's a little too low, let me know. Yeah, I know how I got audio issues. So let's get into it. Brought to you by Hate Army Watch. Big ups to Hate Army Watch. You know what I'm saying? They use less wine. Why would they do that? But you need the liquid. See, I didn't see y'all. See, I'm about to get me on that DVI right now. That's what y'all want to do? You know, if I ever get memberships, like if I ever enable memberships or something like that, I'm going to have a DVI emoji so you guys could just, post it. All right. Oh, Jeff says just listen to it. Okay. All right. Let's get into it. Damn, Jeff got me hype. Channel 66, I'll try.
So finally, it's time for our Christmas dinner. All right. Now we've been anticipating.
Yo, he looks so stupid. He looks so like he does it to himself. He does it to himself. He looks so ridiculous, man. Super ridiculous. I can't even start. Like, this is what happened when I tried to record it, and I had to stop laughing. Like, when he first cut on the camera, and he looked so, like, just dumb. All right, let's get into it. Sorry.
Anticipating this for, like, weeks. I've been talking about it on the streams. This year we were going to do something different. A Christmas roast. I called it the roast beast. What it is roast beef, a big roast beef roast. You cook in the oven. Now, Kat had looked up various recipes. She found one that she thought would be good. It was a recipe that was medieval style. What it is you use common seasonings.
What the fuck is medieval style? Medieval style is literally you taking the fucking roast and putting it on a spit. What's good, Philip Leak? What's good, baby? What is medieval style? Like, did they put it over like a fire? Like, they just lit a fire and just took a stick and just like did like a spit roast or something? What is medieval style, sir? Like, what? Yo, why does he make like these buzzwords? Like, can you tell me, yo, please, I need someone to show me a restaurant where they serve medieval style food, okay? And medieval times does not count. I'm talking about like a restaurant where I could go and get some real, like, give me a spoon made out of wood or something. Big guy, what's up, baby? What is medieval style, sir? I'm asking. I need to look that up. Like, and Vari was good, baby. Michael Kranikowski was good. All hell, Brazy Mabel. Like, what is it? So, like, let's say. So, like. Yeah, exactly. Cody James Outdoors is like mutton and fucking Hassenpfeffer or something like that. That's. Is he just gonna go? What's up, Mr. Segura? Is he just gonna go around the world and he's just gonna go by different, like, he's just gonna go different like time periods or something? Like, Kat really wanted like this, iron, like she wanted the Iron Age recipe, but we didn't have enough, so we had to settle for the Bronze Age. Stormine EBFG, thank you for the follow, Superstars. Medieval style because he kept calling Kat a wench while she cooked it. He probably whipped her. Like, he just. I'm still laughing because it's like medieval style. Like, did he have Kat in like a dress with a corset and like he had her fucking? Let me keep playing because I'm just gonna just keep laughing.
To basically dry rub your roast beef. Okay,
that's not
then
medieval
you
style.
Your own kind of a broth from beef stock, red wine, and other ingredients. The roast beef has to be braised, then it has to be slow cooked, okay, in the oven, and then when it's slow cooked, then you take the sauce out and you create like a gravy out of the sauce that cooked with it to eat the meat with.
That's just
So
a
this
regular
sounds
roast.
great, right? I mean, oh my God. So it's got all kinds of ingredients. It's got cinnamon. It's got nutmeg. It's got clove. It's got some garlic salt. The sauce itself was made from like beef stock and, like I said, some red wine.
That's what I'm thinking, Dead School.
What was funny is we're making
Base good boy, what's up,
what
baby?
Does the ingredient say? The ingredient says 1 to 2 cups of red wine. I said 1 to 2 cups.
That's what the recipe
You know
calls
what
for.
wine that is? If you do
Yes.
that, the whole thing will just taste like wine.
No, Phil. No. It's not gonna taste like red wine. The alcohol, I don't know. Arlen Bales was good. I'm not that much of a cook. I don't know how to cook that much. Okay, but I guarantee is that when you use red wine, is meant to be reduced. It's called a reduction. Thank you. And like it's gonna burn off the alcohol, and then you got the taste of the wine. Like what? Like he's already fucking up. The dude doesn't know how to follow directions. The dude does not know how to follow directions. How the fuck you already gonna have a critique and you don't even know how to make the shit? This is not even your recipe, sir. This isn't your recipe. You don't know how this is made. You had to go look it up. His Jay Kramer, John, thank you for the $1 super chat. Jay Kramer, his liver is reducing that wine. Like legit. This man, yo, you will tell him to do something, and already he got something to say. When he doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. Like this dude was, I bet you this was one of the guys that would burn his mouth with Hot Pockets. What? It's only been in the microwave. Like, burn my mouth. Now you got a recipe. It's easy, an easy recipe, and already you fucking it up. Fucking it up.
A half a cup of red wine. We didn't want to go crazy. Everything else.
But that's not what the recipe called for, sir. That is not what the recipe called for. If you would have done everything if you would have followed all the steps in the recipe, you wouldn't have this problem. Again, it's like Jackie Childs. Who told you to put a half a cup? I didn't tell you to put a half a cup. Recipe said for 2 cups. Why you putting half a cup in? Who told you to put a half a cup in? It's gonna be dry. Put in half a cup. Like I don't get it. This man needs a Jackie Childs in his life. Someone like, who the fuck told you to do this? Who said that this is what the recipe calls for? And he was half a cup. That thing must be, it must have been dry as shit. Super dry. What's up, Drew? Oh, man, even think about that Silver Cyborg and that the clove. And they probably like stabbed the meat with all the little cloves and shit. Like, oh, man. Who told you to put the half a cup, DSP? Paul Tar, what's good, baby? Nobody told you to put half a cup.
Else, pretty much in line with the recipe and everything. So, braising, I never really braised a thing of beef before. You know, having to put it in a frying pan. And basically, you cook every side of it. So that's browned on the outside, but then it's going to slow cook on the inside.
We know, DSP.
So braised it, you know, had dry rubbed it, everything good to go. Goes in the oven for how long? The recipe says 90 minutes. Okay, goes in the oven for 90 minutes.
Burning
now, in the
up.
meantime, we also have a side we're doing. We're gonna do
Jay Kramer, thanks for the super chat.
Little miniature red potatoes that you cut in half or we cut them into quarters, and you season this with olive oil, rosemary, thyme, parsley, and other things. There's a lot of seasonings you toss on this, okay? And you roast them in the oven for about a half an hour. So we had this time that the roast beef would come out, and the potatoes would go in, and we would have some time to create the sauce and everything from the juices of the meat. So everything
that you ruined because you only put half a cup of wine. And I think he literally just had Kat do it. Like I literally think he just had Kat do everything. Just tell Kat what to do, and she's sitting there touching the meat with her little cloven hooves and shit. You know, just following the fucking recipe. He was probably the one like, no, we don't want to put like 2 cups, half a cup. No, we just need half a cup. God damn.
It would be ready to go, and then as soon as the potatoes come out, we cut up the slice of the meat, have salt, everything good to go. We actually have corn too, but that was just we tossed in the microwave. It was frozen corn, and on top of all of that,
thanks, Only Ice Fan Space Car. I hope you had a great holiday too.
I was like, from breakfast? She's like, yeah, we didn't do it. Might as well just make it anyway. We're not gonna eat it another day. All right, fine.
So-
we'll make the corned beef hash. And
but
she
you're
had an
already
idea.
making-
She's like, well, if you're gonna have corn, why don't we just mix the corn into the corned beef hash? That would be.
No. That is disgusting. That is disgusting. Yes, Dre Kramer. No, you don't put the corn in the corned beef hash because it's corned beef hash. You don't do that. You do not do that. Okay? Stop fucking with the recipe. Okay? I had an experience with Senora Flor. I always make this joke because it never stops being funny. She had a cousin. She made some cornbread. I'm half black. I'm a little particular with my cornbread. So she made some cornbread, and I'm not, like I said, I'm not one to like really waste food. So I'm sitting there, and I see this cornbread. Number one, the cornbread is floppy. I've never heard of floppy cornbread. So I'm like, all right, whatever. I bite into it, and there's these pockets of liquid that just go in my mouth. I try not to spit it out immediately because that's a reflex. When I feel something liquidy in my mouth that I'm not supposed to, I spit it out. You know what I'm saying? So then I'm like, yo, what's up with this cornbread? And it was like, oh, yeah, I put corn in it. She put corn in the cornbread. I'm getting bites of like watery liquid every time. That's why it was floppy. Stop trying to be fun. You're not. This isn't Master Chef. Okay? This isn't Hell's Kitchen. Just follow the recipe. Follow the instructions. J Cash, I like tres leches. What I don't like is corn in my cornbread. Okay? Like, I don't like corn in my grits. Yo, I was like, it's just not that hard. Just follow the recipe. Do this, do this, do this, do this. That's what I do. I cannot cook, ladies and gentlemen. I'm telling you right now, I cannot cook. Everything I know how to make is because I follow a specific recipe that I got from a cookbook, that I got from YouTube, whatever. But I never try to do some funky shit. I never try to, like, improvise. No, because I know it's going to taste like crap. This man out here, I don't know, maybe it's the Shonen syndrome where he thinks this is Food Wars, where he thinks he's just going to make some new shit. Shimetsu Kage, I seen one episode with Ann fucked me up because with that taco, when he threw out all that half a container of meat, all that meat gone. Blood pressure went through the goddamn roof. Guy with two names. If that's the case, I don't know, man. But what I got a mouthful of watery corn nuggets in my mouth. Demeter, I think we gotta thank Demeter. Demeter raised my blood pressure, man. And then on top of that, the dude made these tacos, and then he got the nerve, the absolute unmitigated gall to go ahead and use Tostitos chip salsa on the goddamn tacos. That's nasty. Nasty. War Dog Leader, that's nasty. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. Your man out here putting Tostitos salsa on a taco. This man is using half a cup of wine. He's not deglazing. This is the one time we don't like the extra glaze. You're supposed to use 2 cups like the recipe said. Disgusting. Disgusting, sir. Your palate is shit, DSP. Your palate is absolute shit. Let's continue.
Be yummy. I was like, actually, that probably would be pretty good. All right, we'll do that. So she made that. We had the red potatoes roasting and everything. So everything comes out. All right, it's good to go. It's dinner time. Let's do it. So, stick a fork in it, start cutting up the roast beef, okay? Now, immediately I noticed something as I'm cutting up the roast beef.
Big ups, Killer One. Thank you, man. I hope you had a great holiday, too.
Overcooked. And what I mean by that is when you roast something, yes, it cooks it through, but this was not like, oh, it's kind of maybe mildly pink or whatever. It was like,
Brees Griffith, we seen how you fucked up this roast.
Like brown. Like, it's cooked way too much.
That's your fault.
90 minutes, by the way. The recipe said this recipe is effective anywhere from 90 minutes to 2 hours of cooking in the oven. We went with 90 minutes. Okay.
Okay.
So cut it up, and already I'm looking at it. I'm like, this is reminding me of when my mom used to make roast.
Oh my God. Oh my fuck. So right there, confirmed. Confirmed. Fuck that. No, he didn't want to do no roast beef. He wanted to go ahead and relive the time when he was with mommy and he was getting his little roast meat with little potatoes and whatever, middle class American, lower middle class American food, whatever the fuck. There we go. Always coming right back to mommy. He probably, yeah, exactly, Synthwaves. He probably just fucking turned that shit up to like 600 degrees or something. Like, this is crazy. Really, War Dog Leader? Let's get into this. Let's get into it.
My mom used to make London broil.
Oh, my God. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about Linda. We don't care. DSP, we do not care what your mom used to do for you. We already know that your mom coddled you to the point where you're a fucking inept human being. We do not need to know what you and your mommy used to do. We get it. We get it. We get it, sir. Your mom was one of those stereotypical 1950s housewife cooking, olive banana jello and some shit like that. Like, we don't care. All right? If you want to talk about your mom somewhat, put it on the stream. Put it on the stream. Yeah, Breeze Griffith, sorry. Bring over. That's right, Arlen Bales. They that's the first time I've ever seen an umbilical cord go from coast to coast. Because this dude is like, it always comes back to mommy. Yeah, it's supposed to be slow cooked. It's slow, but he wants it now. Fuck it. If we only put like half a cup, we might roast this stuff in like, 20 minutes or some shit like that. God damn. See, a lot of them in Israel, but we talking grandmother though. We talking your grandmother. That's okay. We talking about his mom. This is one generation ago. Like, one generation ago, she's making these slow. Like, I wonder if this is why. I don't know. It's allegedly. I don't know. This is what I heard. So I heard that Mr. Burnell probably strayed away or something like that. This is probably why. Making these whack-ass, dumbass dinners that nobody wants to eat. He probably sat there and, he probably threw the shit out. Then he went to go see, Keisha on the side, and they went to McDonald's and had something to eat. Because this disgusting-ass people don't know how to cook. My mom used to make London broil. Nobody gives a shit. This is a gaming stream.
When I was a kid, it would look like this. And honestly, the meat would taste bland, but she would make it with a broth or sauce that was salty and had a lot of seasoning in it. So what you would do is take the London broil and dip it in the broth or sauce, eat it, and then it would actually taste.
Yo, big ups to Hate Army Watch for clipping that. Oh shit. Yo, was that a is that a troll? Is that a legit like DSP viewer? Yo, okay, sorry, that caught me off guard. I'm sorry.
Tastes good because you get all the flavors from the sauce. So I'm thinking, all right, sadly, this is a little disappointing that this happened, but the whole point is that we were making this sauce from the broth and the juices of the meat.
That you fucked up.
What you dip it in to taste good.
That you fucked up.
Maybe it's not a loss. Maybe it'll be fine. Maybe
no, it's not.
Supposed to come out.
You fucked it up.
So I'm cutting it. Each of us get like 3 big slices of this roast.
And my thing is, like, with him cutting the roast, like, I will watch the one thing. I really want to. You know what? Let's revisit we're gonna go to Bloopers channel. We're gonna revisit the Filipino thing, because I'm imagining him having such a hard time cutting this roast, because remember when he was doing the Feasting with the King and he was trying to show everybody the bowl of chicken adobo and he couldn't hold his hand up for more than like 10 seconds and his hand started shaking. So I'm imagining his little limp ass wrist trying to cut through that roast. That tough ass roast. Hold on. Oh, okay. I don't mean to derail. I don't mean to derail, but I gotta see that real quick. I'm sorry. I hope you guys aren't mad at me. Oh my god. Hold on. We're going on a trip in our favorite Gaudi ship, zooming through the lies at the pigsty. Come aboard, or you can ride his horse. All right, let's see. Blooper world order. There we go. Hold on. We gotta see this. He also ate the fruitcake with a knife. This man. Here we go. Let's please. For the love of, let's go back. Hold on.
Classic chicken adobo.
Hold on. Here we go, ladies. Look his hand. Watch the shaker. He's gonna go epileptic. He can't hold it. I can't hold on much longer.
That's the dish.
Yo,
that is chicken adobo.
Put it down.
Okay, what is it?
You gonna strain your arm.
It's basically chicken.
I'm sorry, guys.
That's the dish.
Shit. Yo, I can't. One more time. Yo, look at the chicken. Look at the chicken just shaking.
That's the dish. That is chicken adobo.
Adobo is amazing. I love Filipino food. Oh my, Filipino food is amazing. The only thing I can't do is balut. I can't do it. I'm sorry. Like I said, I don't know if you were here earlier when I told you a story about the cornbread, but if I have something, liquidy in my mouth that it doesn't feel right, my body just won't process it. I'm sorry. Oh my god. Yo, it's just can we just one more time? We'll go right back. One more time. Let's just you know what? Let's just hold on. Settings. What's the playback? Let's put it down half speed. Half speed. Let's do it. Look at the shake, ladies and gentlemen. Look at the chicken. Yo,
that's the dish. That is chicken.
Yo, your man was literally having an epileptic seizure trying to hold up that bowl of chicken. Oh my god. Holy shit. Goblet Storyteller, thank you for $2 super chat, man. I know, man. What's good, baby? He's been on that boomer shit, okay? Old man can't hold up a bowl of chicken. He can't even hold up a bowl of chicken. I don't want to hear nothing, DSP. I don't want to hear nothing. Like, I know you was talking shit about Likes of Her Soul, and I know you was talking your big, you go on those power trips. But just understand, when you start talking big and bad, every time, this is what it is, ladies and gentlemen. Every time you talk big and bad like you that man, I'm going to refer to when you can't even hold up a bowl of chicken. You out there shaking like a stripper on a Tuesday. Come on, bro. Holding up that shit. King Joe was good, baby. Jay Kramer, he can't lift nothing. He can't do nothing. He can't work at a supermarket. He can't stock cans. He can't do nothing. He can't do anything. Exactly, Drew. And this man did 25 push-ups. Hell no. So remember that, ladies and gentlemen. I want that in your heads. Every time this man talks about, he got to do some work, he got to, work hard or whatever, just refer to the fact that he can't even hold up a bowl of chicken. Jesus Christ, that was hilarious. Let's go back. That was amazing.
Roast beef. The sauce, we each get a side of sauce, we put it down. All right, so we sit down to eat. First of all, you take a potato. The potatoes are good. They're crispy on the outside. They're warm and cooked on the inside. All of those, you get the olive oil and all those.
You see, and this is why Jacobs 893, thanks for $2 super chat, man. The shakes, it's probably from just like his body just being malnourished. Like he has an old man body. Like I used to have a body like that, when I was like super early teens, because my dad never let me go out and shit like that, and I never exercised. So he has an old man body. You know what I'm saying? But like I was saying, like this is why I don't believe his rant about Filipino food, because you see how he's talking, like he's doing that marketing talk. I guarantee you, if the DoorDash driver would have dropped off his shit automatically, he would have said that and be like, oh man, look at all this chicken. You know, they gave it to you, oh, the chicken's still on the bone. And then some wheelchair would have told him like, hey, yeah, you know, they leave the bone in for, you know, for the flavor and to make the, you know, the stock thicker. Oh, really? What's up, Dr. Pignosis? This man has no personality whatsoever. No personality. You can see right there, oh yeah, you take the potatoes is crispy, but I bet you if like the potato was just a little undercooked or something, like, nah, the potato's hard, I couldn't eat it. Like, this dude is just a non-person. He's such a non-person. He has no like original thought.
Season, amazing. Exactly how we wanted them. Exactly how we intended.
Big ups, black comment, yeah.
Corned beef hash. I mean, duh, it's corned beef with actual fresh sweet corn mixed in.
It's not supposed to. That is nasty. That is nasty, Piggy. Nasty, nasty, nasty Piggy. All right, like I said, you're not on MasterChef. You're not on, you know, Hell's Kitchen. You're not on, I don't know. I think there's some new shit called The Next Level. You're not. Stop trying to, you know, zhuzh up your recipes.
And that was absolutely delicious. Of course, it was silly and not having anything to really do with the dinner we had planned. But it was good.
So why'd you make it? See, that's a waste of food right there. So you guys already had a dinner laid out, roast with sweet corn and potatoes. Why are you guys making corned beef hash? And the Sith way, his teeth might be fucked up. Maybe that's why they make corned beef hash, because it's something soft that he can chew. Like,
good. So then we go to have the roast beef. Cut the first piece. Go to taste the first piece without any sauce. Bland. Completely bland. No flavor whatsoever to the meat. Completely overcooked. And all the seasoning that we had rubbed on the outside of it is flavorless.
Because
nutmeg, cinnamon, clove, and
it all got burnt off.
You can't taste any of it. I'm like, what was the point of rubbing it in it then?
I mean, you would have been fine if you would have just used the 2 cups of wine that you were supposed to use. That's your fault. Like, this man, like I said, this man is amazing. One of the things I love about this man will literally explain a situation. He'll sit there and tell you in detail, autistic detail, how he specifically was the reason why the situation got fucked up. But then he'll make it seem like it's like a happenstance or something. We were supposed to use 2 cups. Nah, I didn't use 2 cups. But the roast came out dry. You know, I never got up to 200,000 views because people were telling me that I was, you know, flooding their sub boxes. What's up, Brown Eyed Rosebud? Big ups, Fort Greene Bulletin, baby. This is one of the things I like about DSP. DSP will sit there and tell you a story, and he'll tell you this story, and he'll literally explain it to you how he was the reason they got fucked up. And then he's expect you to go like, wow, that's crazy. Let's get into it. War Dog Leader's hyping me up.
The recipe claimed that it was supposed to have zero flavor.
Because so you didn't follow the recipe. Because you didn't follow the recipe, sir. You didn't follow the recipe. It threw everything out of whack. Like, seriously. What was the point? What was the point of using only half a cup of wine?
Okay. All right. Let's try the sauce. So you take the beef, you dip it in the sauce, you take one
Marvin T was good, baby.
Oh! The sauce was fucking nasty.
Because you didn't follow the fucking recipe. Okay? That's why, sir. And now we have to deal with an entire piece of meat going into the trash. That's two things he, like, how much food is that? How much food did he waste? So we got the chicken adobo and what, the milkfish, and this whole pound of meat gone. £6 of fucking meat gone. It's gonna suck when he's at a homeless shelter and he gets one of those TV dinners, the ones with the like cardboard styrofoam that you peel back and it has the label on it that says everything that's in it. It's gonna suck for you, Phil. Below floor, what he's gonna call the restaurant? Gout and About? The only thing higher than that uric acid crystals is the flavor. Like, jeez.
And we went exactly per the recipe we had
No,
found.
no, you didn't. You literally just said you only used half a cup as opposed to the 2 cups they told you to use. Bruh, you literally just said the recipe calls for 2 cups. But nah, fuck that. I want to use half a cup. You did not follow the recipe. And he didn't, wow, Cracker Jack. And he didn't even cover this shit, so he probably let all the shit burn. Oh my God. All you had to do was follow the damn recipe, Phil. Put in the 2 cups. Wardrobe Lee, but he just explained that it was his fault. He chose not to follow the recipe. I'm telling you, man. This man will sit there. He'll get drunk. He'll go behind a, heaven forbid. He'll get drunk, be behind the car, behind the wheel of a car, hit somebody. And he'll sit there and tell the cops, yeah, man, I had a couple of drinks and, I just got on the road. Like, bruh, it's your fault. All you had to do was follow the recipe, Phil. All you had to do.
Line. Basically, the sauce was bitter as shit. It was like, why would you make meat and then try to put it in a bitter ass sauce?
The sauce would have been fine if you would have followed the damn recipe. I don't know how many times I could say this, Phil. You did not follow the recipe. It's just that simple.
If the meat doesn't have flavor, you want flavor, not bitter. It was so bitter. And again, the wine we used
Cootie the
half
Kid,
a
what's
cup
up,
of
baby?
wine.
You should have used
recipe
2.
called
Yeah.
for 1 to 2 cups of
Which
wine.
you should have used.
And we used half a cup of wine.
Yo, am I bugging? I'm bugging right now. Hold on. Let's take this back. Before I catch a conniption. Hold on. So again, the man is literally sitting there trying to make an argument that he didn't follow the recipe. So why did the recipe come out bad? Holy shit. Like it's Rogeezy, it's bugging. It's making me bug out because the man is literally sitting there complaining about how the recipe wasn't good, and he's talking about how he didn't follow the recipe.
Flavor, not bitter. It was so bitter. And the wine we used half a cup of wine. The recipe called for 1 to 2 cups of wine.
And where in your mind you thought that half a cup of wine was going to end up tasting better? Again, you didn't know how to make this stuff. You had to look up this recipe. So what makes you think that your addition, your twist to this recipe was going to make it better if you didn't even know how this shit tastes in the first place? Oh my God. How can you fuck up meatballs? How can you fuck up meatballs? It's literally ground beef. You put what seasonings you want. You put breadcrumbs. You know what? I got so much like this. There's like so much Twitter homework I gotta do, man. Like I was gonna like touch the pool or anything like that, but I want to send DSP clips to a couple people. Like, yo, check out this dude. You a cook? You a famous celebrity chef? Check out this guy. He's making like tacos. Look how he makes tacos. Like, oh God. This man is it's like West Side. It's like Case Cooking and Jack just like had the fusion earrings on each ear and just make this man. Fucked up. He can't follow a goddamn recipe. You know what? The Should I series should do this shit. They should follow Phil's medieval recipe and only use half a cup. And see if he gets the, if he gets the same flavor. Like, oh my God, bro.
and we used half a cup of wine.
Yo, like, and look at his face. God with a storyteller. Thanks for the $2 super chat, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. Look at his face. Like, look at his face. Like, he's literally sitting there. Like, oh, how did this fuck up? how did I fuck this up? I didn't follow the recipe, so it shouldn't have fucked up. It should have been okay, even though I didn't follow one of the steps. Like, look at that face. It's just the face. When I see people make that face like that, I instinctively go, God damn. And he's like smiling like, the recipe fucked up. You know, I did everything correct.
So imagine we had used the whole 1 and 2 cups, how fucking bitter and alcohol.
No, it would have been fine. It would have been fine because the alcohol would have been burned off if you would have followed the recipe, if you actually knew how to cook. Imagine how no, it would have fucking burnt off. Oh, Icy Yamamoto, what's good, baby? Damn. Man sat there, fucked up the roast, and telling y'all, yeah, I fucked up the roast. How did the roast come out fucked up? Amazing. This man is amazing.
And acidic that would have tasted.
No, it would have been burnt off.
So we're like, wait a minute. The beef's way overcooked, dry, no flavor. The sauce is terrible. How the fuck do we eat this?
You don't, because you fucked it up.
We even tried it with steak sauce. We pulled A1 steak sauce out of the fridge and tried to eat it. That shit was inedible. It was completely inedible. The meat was a waste. And by the way, this was no cheap thing. This was a roast. An actual expensive roast that I bought.
Thanks, DSP. Thanks for showing us, like, again, you're irresponsible with money. So you went ahead and spent money that isn't really yours to go ahead and make a fucking roast because you wanted to imitate a Dr. Seuss movie. Because you want to get the good feelings back when you used to have when you used to have your mom used to make you these little shitty ass meals, these hungry man dinners. Like he's so gone. He is so far gone. He can only cling to like external external factors for his personality. Like, yeah, so let's buy a roast beast. Like in the Grinch. And again, stop making cat cook. Cat can't cook, bro. Cat cannot cook. She can't. Y'all DoorDash all the time. She cannot cook. She is horrible behind the kitchen. Okay? Every time, DSP, every time you mention something that she makes, it sounds suspiciously like some kind of frozen meal, some kind of canned soup, or something from a restaurant. That's right, Marvin T. Assuming that she's there. Holy shit, man.
From the grocery store for this, it was completely ruined. The recipe was absolutely wrong.
How? If you didn't follow it? How does the recipe wrong if you didn't follow it to the letter? This dude. The recipe is so wrong. The one that I did not follow. The one that I did not do correctly. It's so wrong.
All right? The recipe claimed that the rub was flavorful. The rub was completely flavorful.
Again, we have to go back. So, like, I'm going back. So, like, you know, anybody that works in IT, right? Anybody works in IT. And you know when you see somebody that you're working on somebody's computer and they tell you a step where they fucked up. And they're sitting there trying to get you to, you know, like, make some magic happen on their computer. And you have to explain it to them like, yo, you fucked up. You did something you weren't supposed to do. And that's what started this. How is the recipe wrong, Phil, if you didn't follow it? Exactly, Mind the Gape. Mind the Gape. Sorry, Mind the Gap. He's right. His variation of the recipe, his way of doing the recipe was wrong. And Phil, take this as an analogy for your life. Take this as an analogy as your entire streaming career. You've had people tell you what to do for you to get the gravy, for you to get the, for you to bring the meat and, bring home the bacon and whatnot. And you keep fucking up the recipe in almost every facet of life, and then you're sitting there wondering why your food isn't coming out good. Your channel, you didn't get enough subs. People are telling you. People are telling you what to do for you to stop scaring them away. You continue to fuck up. You got people telling you to put on comments and stuff. You decide not to, only until you realize it's too late. This is literally an analogy for his entire life. Something straightforward that he can just do. He chooses to not do it the way he's been told. That's just, it's nuts, man. It's nuts. This is literally Epic One. Big ups, baby. This is literally the story of his life. All he had to do was just follow a simple instruction, and he could not do that. And it's like, why though? My thing is, I want to know why. Why did that go into his head?
Flavorless, you couldn't taste it at all. The recipe claimed that the sauce would be good. The sauce was absolutely disgusting.
Because you didn't follow the recipe, sir. So let's remember that. Let's remember that. You did not follow the recipe, CJ. That's why your stuff came out nasty. Sitara Vandam, what's good, baby? Hope you had a great holiday, too. We just sitting here, laughing at this man who can't put meat in an oven and let it cook.
And the recipe claimed that 90 minutes would leave it nice and juicy on the inside. It completely overcooked it.
No. You overcooked it. You. The creator of the recipe was not in the house with you making the meal, making the roast. The instructions were there. You had to follow the instructions. You didn't follow the instructions. That's why it came out fucked up.
This recipe was one of the worst recipes we had ever tried in the
That's your fault, though, because you didn't follow it.
history of us making anything together. So, pretty disappointed, to say the least.
Sunspot, what's good, baby?
We're like, so what are we going to do?
Oh, shit. Oh, my God. Man. Yo, Yo, big up Hate Army Watch. He's making me like fucking die right now.
Do just eat a bunch of potatoes, right? And so we're like, I guess we have to have a contingency plan. What do we do?
What he say? I'm sorry. Were you trying to say contingency plan? Because I heard continuous plan. Hold on. Let me take that back.
We're like, so what are we gonna do? Just eat a bunch of potatoes, right? And so we're like, I guess we have to have a contingency plan. What do we do?
Okay, I thought he said continuous plan.
And so we're like, well, shit, we're hungry. What do? We don't have any extra dinner food sitting. We're not gonna make a whole second dinner after cooking. When we've been cooking, this is no exaggeration. That was 3 hours of work to sit down and have one of the absolute worst dinners we've ever made.
Because you didn't follow the recipe. That's why it is one of the worst meals you ever made, because you didn't make it the right way. You nonce. Like, I really don't understand. Why is that so goddamn hard? I wonder if the recipe owner did a chargeback or something.
3 hours. All these dishes had to be washed afterwards and shit, and we're like, wow, what a waste of a fucking time.
Yeah.
A terrible fucking
all because you couldn't follow a simple recipe.
So we're like, well, what can you get? Well, guess what? Almost everything's closed on Christmas Day.
No.
So we start trying to look stuff up. We're like, what's something we haven't had in a while? Pizza. Is pizza even open? No. 95% of the pizza places around.
What's up, Klaus Mystery?
We found a Papa John's across town, not the one that we would normally order from, but it was like way on the other side of town that was open.
It's already in the stationary side of town where all the people play their hippity hoppity music. So you know, it's a little sketchy.
Okay, I go online to try to see if you can order. They won't even let you do an online order for the place. Okay. Oh, maybe get a delivery service to do it. All the delivery services, I'm not exaggerating, added $5 to $7 to the price of a pizza.
Yeah. It's called supply and demand, dumbass. A lot of people are closed. A lot of people want to order food on a holiday. So yeah, they're gonna try to go ahead and jack up the price. Yeah, Blackcom, he probably went to the manager
just to get it delivered through the delivery service. So a pizza that normally would be like $13 to $15 was like $23.
Okay, so pay that money.
Delivery service.
Pay the money or starve. Pay the money or starve. That's it. It's not that hard. You're in this situation because your dumbass couldn't follow a simple recipe. You couldn't add wine.
Like, we're not doing that. I said, all right, I'll call. I'll do the old school stuff. I will actually call the pizzeria to place an order. So I call the pizzeria, and a kid answers. You could definitely tell it's like a teenager.
Okay.
And I say, hey, I'm just curious. I know it's Christmas, but we had a disaster over here. Is it possible to order some pizza for delivery? And the guy goes, ha ha ha. He goes, well, yeah, you can order, but how long do we have to wait? And he's talking to someone in the background. Oh, 95-minute wait, sir.
There you go.
95 minutes if you want any delivery.
There you
pizza.
go.
I turned to Kat and I said, do you think we want to do it? And she's like, well, let's see. Let's try. Because we're hungry or whatever. I was like, all right. So, all right, we're going to do it.
Now, let's say within those 90 minutes, right, him waiting for the fucking pizza, he could have just drove down to the fucking supermarket and got some more food. Or instead of waiting that 95 minutes, just pay the extra $5. Stizzy Mac, what's good, baby? What are we doing here?
Do it. The kid says, what? I'm not exaggerating. The kid says on the phone, what? He laughs at me. He goes, ha ha, you want to wait 95 minutes?
Exactly, because you're a dumbass. Because you're a dummy for that. Like, in that time that it takes you to wait for that pizza, you could have went and actually got some food. I'd curse him the fuck out, Jay Kramer. If I had to deal with DSP in any capacity, I think I'd lose my business. I'd be right outside the fucking door. Fuck that. I'll be there personally. Boom, bang, 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 bang. I got your motherfucking food. They could have went to Fred Meyer's or Kroger, wherever the fuck they went at, and they could have got some food. Or they could have just drove, and they could have just ordered for pickup and drove and got their food. It's just it's something for him to complain about, War Dog Leader. He's like just like with the Filipino food. He didn't really hate the Filipino food. He just hated the fact that he had to wait for his delivery. So that preemptive bias already came through, and he's already pissed. He's finding something to complain about. But that's about it. Same thing with this. He's getting mad at the delivery places. He's getting mad at the pizza place because he's pissed that his roast came out fucked up.
Minutes for a pizza on Christmas? Oh, I'll put you on hold. And he put me on hold for 10 minutes and never came back.
Okay.
I'm serious. This happened.
Okay.
I said, well, I guess we're not getting pizza. So I hung up the phone. I said, so what else are we going to do? Now,
go to the supermarket and cook.
Okay. Incidentally, the night before, I had been to the Chinese restaurant that we traditionally go to.
Okay, so this is something I wanted to ask about, guys, because again, I know I don't know the DSP lore. Does he usually get Chinese food on Christmas Eve? I feel like this is really something new. It's new, right? Because this is no fucking traditional. Because again, that's not a traditional thing, DSP. He's done this before. Yo. Oh my God. What a loser. What a loser. Phil, do you understand the reason why? It's not a tradition. There's no tradition where people go and buy Chinese food on Christmas Day. I'm talking about people who celebrate Christmas. I've never done that before. and I've been on the several different iterations of Christmas celebrations. No one has ever decided, yo, let's go get some Chinese takeout on Christmas Eve. DSP, that's not even a tradition in the A Christmas Story universe. The only reason they went to get Chinese food was because I think it was a bird or something like that. Their bird got mauled by the neighbor's dogs, so they had nothing to eat. Like it's not, they didn't go and be like, you know what, let's do this as a tradition. Let's go. No, their food was gone, so they had no choice but to get Chinese food. Like this, like it's you non-person.
Every year for Christmas Eve. And I had noticed, and I swear it was weird, but I never would have noticed this either.
No, but Rogeezy, he fucked up his food. In a Christmas Story, the family, their food got messed up because the neighbor's dogs. He fucked up the food by not following a recipe, not following simple instructions. That's just two different, that's apple and oranges. Like, this dude is nuts. Peckin' duck. But this dude is sitting like, it's not, your life isn't a movie, Phil. Because you didn't do the thing, like, you didn't go through the things that the people in that movie went through.
But for some odd reason, on the door, it said when I was going in to pick up our food, we are actually open on Christmas Day. Okay? Now, I don't know. I guess it was fate. Because any other time, I never would have thought that they would have been open. You know what I mean? But I turned and I said, wait a minute. I just remember something. The Chinese place said they're open today. And she's like, well, we love the Chinese food there. Okay. We got Chinese food 2 days in a row.
And Phil, I don't want to hear something like, yo, I'm just letting you know right now, Phil. Just for the fact that you said all that shit about Filipino food, your palate is no longer, like, you lost your taste pass, homie. Because you sat there and shitted on Filipino food, but then you went ahead and you talk about all this shit about eating Americans don't know what real flavor is, but you went ahead and said that fucking Chinese takeout, bastardized American Chinese takeout is better than Filipino food. You're bugging, because number one, that's not real Chinese food. They don't eat that stuff. I swear to you. I did work with, we did side work with these Chinese contractors. They ordered Chinese food from a Chinese takeout restaurant. None of their food that was in their styrofoam containers was anything that I've ever seen before in my life from a Chinese restaurant. They don't eat the same thing, Phil. They don't eat General Tso chicken. They sell it to guys like you. I ain't gonna lie, I love some General Tso chicken. But I know that's not real Chinese food. I'm not going to sit there and act like I'm eating authentic Chinese cuisine because they do not eat that shit. Breeze Griffin, the Filipino food, it looked fine. There was nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with that food. Nothing wrong with that food. Let's go back real quick. Let's see. Look at that food. There's nothing wrong with that. That's a regular chicken adobo. Nothing wrong with that. Look at that. And they gave him a hearty meal. They gave him a hearty helping. It was so hearty, the man couldn't even hold up the goddamn bowl. Look at that shit. Look. He can't even hold up the bowl. That's how much food they gave him.
That's the dish.
Your palate is shit, bro. All you eat is salt. All you eat is salt. That's all you know. All you taste in your mouth is salt. You know nothing of actual cuisine. Nothing.
And it sucks. Obviously, I didn't want to spend money 2 days in a row. It wasn't our plan. I bought a roast and everything, but it was.
Bruh, and I haven't even eaten yet. And I had, I had a little, so the munchie's about to hit real soon. My girlfriend just made some chicken with some rice and beans. I'm ready to down that. But this dude doesn't, like, again, you have no say and what food tastes like.
It was a disaster. So we ended up getting Chinese food 2 days in a row. My wife got the same thing. She got sesame chicken again.
We don't know how to cook, so we're dependent on other people to cook for us. But Marvin T, that's all he always does. He doesn't get the good stuff. He gets the basic bitch shit that they serve in all the takeout places. Like like when he had the Mediterranean place, he had fucking falafel and hummus. Those are like hors d'oeuvres. Fucking the what was it? The Indian food? The goat curry and the chicken biryani? That stuff, if you live here in New York, you can get that from a street cart. The same way he got it. Oh my God. Your palate is shit, sir. You can't talk about anything related to food. Your taste pass has been revoked. Look at that. He doesn't know what real food is. All he knows is the basic bitch recipes that his mom made, anything from TV, and something from chains.
2 days in a row. I ended up getting just some like chicken fried rice. At this point, I was so frustrated with how things had gone with dinner that I was like, I'm just gonna get whatever. I just like chicken fried rice. And I come home, I start eating. I'm like, oh my God, this is so good. I told you, this Chinese restaurant is so effing good.
Yes, because your taste buds have been acclimated to the extreme amounts of salt. That's what they use in these places, Phil. This is why I like, certain restaurants I don't really eat at, because I know it's just salty, bastardized versions of whatever the fuck they ordered.
Good. And I'm eating the food. I'm like, this is gourmet level. This isn't like.
No, it's not. It's not gourmet level. You don't know what gourmet is, bro. You don't know what gourmet is. If the fact that you saw chicken on the bone in a chicken stew bothered you that fucking much, you wouldn't be able to deal with high-class dining, fine dining. You don't know what that is, Phil. You don't know what gourmet is. You do not know what that is. Let me just reiterate that to you. You do not know what actual gourmet is. If you told me you went to Seattle and you went to some restaurants in Seattle, I could take your word for it. But the fact that you eat stuff from takeout places, your taste buds are ruined by the soybean oil and the salt and the MSG that they put in these foods. Exactly. He orders. That's right, Marvin. So he orders, but nothing but basic bitch shit. He doesn't know what real gourmet is. He doesn't, again, every time that he eats something, he can't tell you what he tastes. He can't say, he always says, oh, it's robust, so flavorful. He doesn't know, oh man, I could really taste the cumin. I could really taste the paprika. I could really taste the cayenne pepper. Oh, this goat curry. I'm eating butter chicken. I could taste the garam masala. It's not overpowering. No. He just uses buzzwords full of flavor, robust. You don't know what you're tasting. You just pull it down your gullet like a pelican and just shove it down.
Like I said, it's not American fast food Chinese. It's like this guy knows what the fuck he's doing. He makes such good food.
But what does he make that's actual Chinese food, Phil? I'm challenging you. What is it that he's making that's actual Chinese? Because again, I'm going to repeat, the same stuff that they sell to us in the Chinese takeout places is not the same stuff that they eat at home. They do not.
So yeah, it's funny. 2 days in a row, I ended up going up to pick up Chinese food. And it's basically the story of A Christmas Story. You guys ever see the movie of A Christmas Story? Where they're making a big, elaborate...
Big ups, ARP Watford clip. You... I can't. Man, but what music do you use in your intros? I want to lose. Oh, Cuddy the Kid. Those are literally just like bullshit beats that I make on GarageBand. I got a couple of them on my channel. I don't know which ones, but if you scroll down, I think it's called the Garbage Band, Garbage Band playlist, something like that. But they're literally, it's not actual songs. It's literally just me recording myself pressing a bunch of buttons, and the loops just came out sounding like that. That's about it. So if you want, it's on my channel. Just look for anything with a thumbnail of black and white train or something like that. You'll find it. But it's just, wow, this man really thinks he's out there eating good.
Dinner with turkey and everything. And then the Bumpus Hounds break into their house.
Yes.
And eat the turkey right off their kitchen table. And now they have nothing to eat for
Yes. So let's look at the comparison, okay? So what happened was, the reason why the family had to go and get the Chinese food was because of an external problem, which were the Bumpus Hounds. The Bumpus Hounds came in and ate the whole bird. If they didn't eat the bird, the family would have sat there and ate. They would have ate normally. In your case, it's because you specifically chose not to follow the recipe. You specifically chose not to follow instructions. It's two different things. Two different things.
Christmas dinner, so they go to a Chinese restaurant, and that's where they have Peking duck for the very first time.
It's Peking. Like I'm peeking, like Peking duck, Phil, Peking, okay, Peking duck, okay, just like you used to, peek at your cousin in the shower, because I'm pretty sure you did that because you're a fucking weirdo. Peking.
It's one of the best scenes in the movie. It's hilarious. Okay, so we had real life A Christmas Story here together.
No, you didn't. See, you didn't. Because again, what happened in A Christmas Story was unfortunate. What happened in your household was intentional. Because again, you chose not to follow the recipe.
Our Christmas dinner was ruined not by the Bumpus Hounds, but by the Bumpus recipe.
You're the Bumpus recipe. You're the Bumpus in this situation. This is why I want you. Phil, I want you so bad. Not like that, pause. But I want you to get your channel into prominence as much as you want it. I want you to be on the main stage. I want you to get the recognition. I want you to get the shine so people could go ahead. And see how stupid you are. Someone clip it. I'm not erasing it. That's it. That's an L. I'm gonna take that L. I'm taking that L. All right. That's it, man. I heard he makes a mean roast, man. That's what got me, man. I heard he makes a mean roast. That's what's getting me, son. That's what's up, Pastor Ramon. I just I'm not even mad at that. Yo. Phil, I want you to get the recognition you're trying to get so goddamn bad. Okay? Y'all can clip that. Put it on Twitter. I'm going to take it. I'm going to take that one.
It was one of the worst recipes ever made. I don't know who the fuck would have possibly made that and thought it tasted good.
People who make it and it tastes good to them. You didn't, oh my God. I don't even know how many times I can repeat this.
You have to be an asshole. So... we ended up getting Chinese food twice. I mean, I'll be honest with you. Am I happy about that? No. I was really looking forward to that Christmas roast.
Jones. What are we doing here, Jones? That looks like some sneak dissing right there. Jones. Okay. I mean, it's a good start. That's a good start, Jones. Now stop asking women to, how their feet look, okay? Just, man. Oh, he got banned? I don't know. A lot of people tell me he's a lost cause, but, there's still hope for some of these. I think you've been hitting the juice too hard. You're saying you want Phil. Big Barrett, that was it. That was an L. I'm taking that one. Yep. Oh, he was paranoid about it? But why does it, I don't know, I asked him this in the video that I made about him, why does Phil have that much power over him? How does Phil have this power over these wheelchairs like that? How do you have, I don't understand how a person, even with LTG, with LTG's fans, I forgot what's the guy's name. I think his name is Dixon or some shit like that. Dude dropping all this money because he, you know, and an apology and shit. This is some weird shit.
But what are you gonna do? This is what the thing when you're cooking something with a recipe you don't know.
But you gotta follow it. You gotta follow it. You gotta follow it. You gotta follow it. You have to follow it.
You never done before. You take a chance. You're risking everything on someone telling you that something is gonna taste good.
But you didn't do what that someone told you to do. You made your own opinions. You came up with your own thoughts about how a recipe should go without ever having any prior experience with this recipe. You messed up the recipe. You did. Sorry, I just burped.
When they basically could have no sense of taste at all. They could be a fucking, you know, a lifelong smoker who can't taste anything
but JJ's still worried. Wait, what? Jones J Psychiatrist says he shouldn't be too much. Jones J Psychiatrist should see Dave's channel and tell him to get the fuck away from Phil. That's right, Mind of the North Star. They literally, like, dude, they literally worship the ground this dude, you know, lives on. Liquid Crow, that's it. I'm gonna have to take it. I'm taking the L. That's it. I'm taking the L. That's it. He is a verified handle, but he is lying and gaslighting to these people. He's doing it right now. The man is literally telling people how a recipe came out bad when a couple of minutes ago he just told people he didn't follow the fucking recipe.
but 2 flavors, and then they're gonna tell you that this thing tastes great, you know?
Exactly, Steve. If psychiatrists knew about the way that this man is, this dude would have a field day. Would have a field day. And would do something to protect his client.
So, it is what it is. The dinner was a disaster, but then we ended up getting a Chinese food audible. Okay? And then for the rest of the night, Cat played a little bit more Witcher, but then we turned on some nice relaxing music and had, like I said, a couple drinks again to relax.
What did you play, Phil? What did you play? Did you play like the soundtrack from Home Alone? Huh? Did you? Did you, Phil? Because I really, like I said, you're a non-person. I don't think you listen to music. So what did you put on? Did you just say, you know, did you tell your phone, play Christmas classics? Because you don't know any actual fucking Christmas songs?
And that was our Christmas, okay? So you might say, well, Phil, that's great. That sounds like a fun Christmas, a relaxing Christmas with your family, right? So what did you get for Christmas? Right? What did you get? Okay, well, this is the thing. Everyone talks about what did you get for Christmas? What presents did you open? What did you do? You know, what did you get? All right.
I got gout that went from my foot to my knee.
Right? Nothing. Nothing.
Klaus Mister.
When you get to a certain age, okay, something that's way more important to you than a gift or a physical thing, something commercialized, is just spending time with the ones you love.
But the thing is, it's the thing is that you're spending time with the one you love, but you guys could still exchange gifts. You guys could still exchange gifts. Like, you guys, I don't know how many times I can say that, you guys could still go ahead and exchange gifts. You can give each other gift cards. You can give each other something, you know, tokens of appreciation. You could have went and bought her something, or you guys still could have enjoyed Christmas. We get it, Phil. We get it. We get it. You have a pathetic life, okay? You don't have to spin into something positive. We know it's pathetic. We know it's sad, okay? It's fine. It's fine, Phil. Okay? It's okay. Your life is shit. You don't have to lie to us. We know that your life is shit because of your own doing. It's okay, Phil. It's all right.
Like, I had way more enjoyment yesterday spending the entire day with Kat and Jasper and doing a lot of fun, even though that meal was a disaster.
Damn, they got banned? Hold on. Damn, why you banning, Phil? Why you banning? Hold on, Phil. Why you banning? Look at that. That was a quick ban.
What did you get for Christmas? Right? What did you get? Okay, well, this is the thing. Everyone talks about what did you get for Christmas? What presents did you open? What did you do? You know, what did you get? All right, nothing.
Let's see these quick bands real quick.
When you get to a certain age,
no,
okay,
you don't. No,
something that's way more important to you than a gift or a physical thing, something commercialized, is just spending time with the ones you love. Like I had way more enjoyment yesterday, spending the entire
look,
day
Insta band, look,
and doing a lot of fun, even though that meal was a disaster.
Tim
The time we spent together making it was fun.
I want to know. I would love to be a fly in that wall in that house, and I would just like to see how they interact with each other. I would love to see how these people interact with each other. Because I don't believe none of this shit that's coming out of his mouth. None of this shit. Okay? Because number one, you have a cat. Okay? You have a cat. You don't have a child. I'm sorry. I know some people who own pets. They might be offended by this. But I'm going to have to say it. Okay? The term pet parent is not a real thing. Okay? DSP. Okay? Because us as humans, what we do is when we have offspring or we adopt children or whatever, when we raise children, we raise them with the intention that they're going to go outside on their own. Thank you, Shimetsukage. Thanks for $5 super chat. He is. You're not a pet parent. A pet parent is not a thing. Okay, Hate Army Watch, Merry Christmas, man. Hate Army Watch, we're watching your video, man. Big ups for clipping all those, you know, the chats, man. That shit is hilarious. We just saw somebody get leaned and banned. But like that's what I was saying. Jasper cannot grow up and go off and become a functioning member of society. He's not going to pay taxes. He's not going to vote. He is not going to join the army. He is not going to get a job. He is not retiring. That cat, okay, like your cat, you and your cat have an agreement, okay? In exchange for companionship, you maintain him, okay? You're not a pet parent. Jasper isn't going to leave the house, go find another cat, and come home and say, oh, we're getting married. No, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. Like, I see some people, they call themselves pet parents and shit like that, and they raise their dogs like their children, and it's fucking weird, because it shows that these people, you know, like, I'm not, like I said, I don't want to diss people with pets. It's certain people with pets. I see them replace that need for maternity or paternity, and they're doing it with a cat because it's not that much responsibility. I think it's a cop-out. Like, I think it's a cop-out. Just like those people who want babies, but they don't want to go through the process of having babies, so they buy those fucking $1,000 dolls. And the Sith way, a child has to, like, you know, I hate to say this, but a child has to get hurt in order for him to be banned from PayPal. He has to, one of these minors has to say something, that he did something with his account, with his personal information. That's the only way it's going to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have a, you know, my parents have a dog. I treat that dog like a friend. I don't treat that dog like, you know, he's my guy. Exactly, Perk Wave. You can easily get rid of a pet. You can't get rid of a child that easy. Brown Curse, he always needs money. He needs money for bills.
I braised beef for the first time. I'd never done that before. I'd seen people doing it on cooking shows and stuff, but I'd never tried it myself, and it went pretty well. The braising went really nicely. It was interesting. It was a fun experience. You know, and I had a great time with my family. We relaxed. I got to see a lot of The Witcher 3 and chilled with my wife doing that.
Did you, like, I don't understand this concept of him chilling with his wife. Like, you're just sitting there and watching this girl play. She's probably sitting there like, yo, why won't this dude get the fuck away from me so I can finish playing my game? That's it. Exactly, Klaus Mystery. That's it. You have your pets, you protect them, you know, you treat them like companions. But it's not, they're not children.
You know, listen to fun music, you know, had a great time. That's really what Christmas is all about. It's about spending time with the ones you love and realizing that is infinitely more important.
So how come you don't fly your parents out, Phil? All that money you make, why can't you just fly your parents out to visit them, have them come over instead of, you know, having Linda go through all that pain of still holding on to that umbilical cord from fucking all the way from the fucking West Coast? How about you do that? Instead of spending your money on WWE champions, instead of spending your money on Jin, instead of, why don't you just have your mother come over and visit? Exactly, Klaus Mystery. They're not human. I agree with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're talking about, like, you know, like you want to spend time with your family. Fly them out. Have them on stream. How about you spend time with them if they are there? Let's say if they are there. How about you actually spend time with them instead of being cooped up in that quote-unquote office? I know he doesn't love his mom like that, but the thing is, he's sitting there talking about family. He's sitting there talking about family. Like he's trying to be Vin Diesel's stunt double in Fast and the Furious. But we know it's bullshit. You'd fly your family out if that was the case. You'd spend more time with them if that was the case. You wouldn't sit there and be like, oh well, you know, about your cousin that you haven't seen. Marvin T, I want to see it. I want to see Mama Burnell crying. I want to see the tears when she realized she fucked up with this man. This is her baby. This is where she messed up at. We should see that. We should see like it's just her crying, breaking down. Because she went ahead and fucked up a human being. And she's one of the prime examples of why you need to be responsible and raise your children right. Because they grow up and become functioning members of society. They have to go out there and interact with other people. They have to go ahead and affect the lives of other people out there. And you got this dude right here, this dumbass, scamming people, begging people, taking money from mentally ill people. Sorry, Linda, but you fucked up in this case.
Than gifts. That is the story, the moral of the true story of the Grinch.
Why are we going back to the movies? Stop. Like, oh my God. Like, stop referring back to the movies. It's not a movie, Phil, because if it was really a movie, you would be out there. You would have been the top guy, getting first place in the Evo. You would have been the guy who finally got the girl and showed off all his goddamn, all the people in high school who bullied him. He would have been on top, fucking where PewDiePie is. But it's not a movie, DSP. It's not. I'm pretty sure he really does, Rob Allen. I'm pretty sure he really does. Like, this dude really sitting there thinking, like, you know, he's basing his life, he's basing his personality on, like, pop culture. Verified Handle, I want my life to be like, you know, if it was like a movie, I want it to be like something, like, exciting, where shit goes down, you know what I'm saying? He keeps having these, like, these weird feel-good, it's just weird, man. That shonen syndrome is just bad.
Not the modernized Jim Carrey Grinch movie where it's about how the Grinch was bullied as a kid and he should have had a romantic relationship with one of the Who's. That's one of the worst things ever done to a classic Christmas story.
What is the different? It gave context to why he was the fucking Grinch. Why is that so bad? I'm sorry, like, did Martha May make you feel funny in the fucking pants? That's why you don't like the movie?
You can ignore that movie because it's a bastardization.
No, it's not. I feel like I don't think it was the best movie ever, but it's no way bad. It's no way as bad as he's making it seem.
It came out of Satan's butthole. What you should remember is the truth of the matter of the original story.
Which is the same as the Jim Carrey movie. Like, they didn't really change that much.
That even the Who's having everything stolen from them. All the food, all the presents, the decorations, all taken from them by the Grinch. They still woke up the next day, and because they had each other, they had a beautiful Christmas day, and still were in.
Two things. Number one, okay, that's kind of the same theme as a live action movie. Number two, you don't have Kat. You don't have Kat. I'm sorry, she does not love you. She doesn't love you, Phil. So you do not have Kat. Okay, you do not have a family. You are by yourself. You are biting, not even a wife, Klaus Mystery. He has a complete stranger in his house that he engaged in a ironclad contract with, just so people won't make fun of him for being dumped by another woman.
In the spirit of things. And that's what Christmas is really all about, you see? So, we had a great day. There were no gifts. We did not exchange gifts because the truth of the matter is, we don't really need or want anything. I mean, it would have been nice to have like a frivolous gift. You know what I mean? Like,
so why didn't y'all do that? You still could have done that. You still could have done that.
If Kat got me something, I got her something that we don't really need, but here's something nice. But, you know, that's money that could be put towards other more important things that we'd much rather have.
Like DoorDash? Like DoorDash. Like all the times that you spend money on DoorDash. Like all the money you spend on WWE Champions. All the money you spend on Total Wine. All that money you spend getting your thinning haircut at Curls and Swirls. Yeah, that's better. That's way better. Instead of you buying something heartfelt for your quote-unquote wife.
You know? Later this week, we intend to go out and have a nice meal. Now, if we had splurged money on each other, probably couldn't afford to go out and have a nice meal later.
But why would you wouldn't have to splurge money, though? Y'all could have just bought regular gifts. Exactly, big guy. He's spending all that money on food, and then you talking about, oh, we're not splurging. Do you hear yourself, sir? Do you hear yourself? You just had fucking DoorDash for 4 days straight, and one of those days was because you decided to fuck up a recipe on your own.
This week. So why do that, right? What do I really need? Nothing. I'm happy, man. I'm happy with how things are here with my family. Like I've told you guys, I would like nothing more to just maintain how I am. Have a nice life with my family. I'm happy living where I live. I'm happy with everything. I don't need anything. I really don't. I don't need clothes. I guess I could do some new underwear at some point since my underwear.
You still haven't gotten new underwear, you disgusting piggy. You still haven't gotten new underwear. Like, dude, we had this conversation about like what, a week ago? Exactly, Per Cobain. Where's the green screen at? Where's the green screen at? Like, you still haven't bought new underwear, but you sitting there spending $40, $60 on DoorDash. When you could have used that money to buy your Calvies. You could have bought your silk polos. Come on, bro.
Are still full of holes, and I haven't bought any new ones. I'm serious. Since I told you guys that like a month ago, I still haven't bought any.
A month. So he's been out here letting the glaze of his balls sit there and sit on his underwear like some kind of sieve, dripping out, holding his balls and dripping out all the glaze and stuff. You still haven't bought no new underwear. Disgusting, bro. Come on, Phil. You're 40 years old, Phil. You're 40 years old. 40. You're almost 40. Hold on. Let me look up something. Let me just look up something. This dude is, oh my God. Teixeira. How old is he? He's 42. Two ways. There's a guy who's 2 years older than you. 2 years older than you. And he's the current UFC light heavyweight champion. What are you doing, Phil? You sitting there with just holes in your underwear. You can't even buy the. I want to see how this ends, man. I really want to see. I want to see the end game for this man so bad. I don't wish anything on him. I just want to see, where does this stop? Sizzy Mac, imagine paying for DoorDash almost every fucking day and still not taking time to just buy some boxers from Target or buy some boxers from Amazon.
I need new underwear. They're still completely full of holes. In fact, I think this one I'm wearing has a giant hole on the band.
That's disgusting.
Huge hole.
How do you got a hole in the band? Wait. How do you have a hole on the band? I hope he's saying he has a hole where the fabric and the band meets. If you have a hole in the band, that means the whole underwear is fucked up. There's nothing holding your waist. Yeah, Cracker Jack. It has to be just like he's talking about on the band. You're technically wearing you're wearing beach shorts. I've had holes in my underwear, but that's because again, I used to walk around a lot. But then, I did get new underwear eventually. Oh my God. Marvin T, I think that what's going to stop him is just something, I feel like it's a change that's going to come either on YouTube or Twitter or PayPal or something. And it's something he's not going to be able to keep up with. Because that's what happened with the adpocalypse. The adpocalypse happened, he couldn't keep up with that. That's why he ran to Twitch. So that's what's gonna end him. It's going to be a legit change that he just can't keep up with. Oh my God. It's just that's what's gonna end him.
So anyway, but you see what I mean? It's not important. You don't need nothing. I didn't ask for nothing,
You ask for tips every day.
When you get older, that's how life is, man.
No, it's not like no.
I just don't anymore.
No, you do, because you ask for tips every single goddamn fucking day. You go ahead and you go out of your way to make sure that you spend more money because you think it's a higher quality product. You cannot sit there and act like you're this, oh, I'm humble, I don't need anything, because you sit there and beg every single fucking day. And then you go out your way to go ahead and spend money because your consumer ass thinks that you're getting a better quality product. You cannot sit there and have that lifestyle and then all of a sudden act like, oh yeah, I don't need anything. I'm happy with what I got. Come on, man. And Kat probably didn't mind because she probably had Tyrone tapping it from the back.
When you were a kid, was it nice when you were a kid on Christmas morning to wake up and man, I wanted this action figure, or this toy,
nope,
or I wanted this video game,
nope,
or I got a bunch of money and gift cards and stuff that I can now go spend and blah blah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, I remember those times. I think back very fondly to those times. But what have I told you guys recently? I told you that you don't realize what you have till it's gone. And one of the things that I absolutely miss about my childhood is being able to spend the holidays with my family members.
You just said that, but then you just talked about how you have a cousin that you don't know where she's at and that your parents don't even talk about, which I think is bullshit. But this is a lie, Phil. Keep telling yourself this. This is a coping mechanism because you realize how your life is so shitty and you wish you can go back to your childhood when you didn't have any real responsibilities, where you had everyone do everything for you, where you had your mother fucking chew your food and spit it in your mouth like a goddamn vulture. Like when you used to have her, clean your underwear. We used to have her, cut the crust off of your bread. We get that. We get that you're sad. We get that, you can't go back to the past because you want to go ahead and be that kid again. Your life doesn't work that way, sir. You grow up and you keep moving on. It is what it is. It is what it is. I know too many people who said, too many people who sit there and dwell on, when they used to be younger, how life used to be fun. Yup, they should have told your ass that your parents should have told you that, when you grow up, it's going to be fucked up. Your parents fucked up by not telling you that. Okay? We get it. It's never going to happen again. I know Grandfather Nurgle and his parents. I mean, his parents probably sit there and they have the cousin who went through the shit that she went through, and she got her life together, and we still got this jack off still on the screen begging for money. You're sitting there coping because the people around you are doing better than you. You're sitting there coping because your friends who you don't talk to anymore because your dumbass went ahead and flaunted money in front of them instead of paying them. You fucked up that recipe for friendship. Okay? When you sat there and all the connections you could have made with Keemstar, with PewDiePie, with all these people, you fucked that up by being a dick.
Big up Hanger 18. But that's your fault, sir. You did that. Exactly, Marvin T. He moved from Connecticut to Washington. You did that. Why? For taxes. For fucking taxes, bro. And then you, on top of that, you still spending that money in sales tax. You did that to yourself. You cannot sit on stream having a pity party when there's a literal archive. Where's a literal fucking archive of you fucking up your own life. There's no one to blame but yourself. Linda, Dave, this is what happens when you don't let people know. You don't let people know. You don't let kids know that life isn't all fun. That life isn't going to be okay. That as you get older, people aren't going to treat you with the same kid gloves that everyone else, that they used to when you were a child. That's one of the best things I learned from my dad. One of the things my dad used to sit there and people used to get mad at him because he used to be harsh as shit. But he used to say, dude, when you get up, the world doesn't give a fuck about you. You got to do everything your fucking self. And all these people who tell me that I'm being mean because, they see you as a child. But watch when you grow up. They're not going to handle those kid gloves with you anymore. They're not going to give you those gifts anymore. They're not going to give you the money in Christmas anymore. Because you have to grow up. He didn't get that talk. And because he didn't get that talk, that's why his fucking life is in the fucking shitter. And it's crazy because the reason why it's in the shitter, it's not even like, he was just a lazy bum and he didn't do nothing with his life. He intentionally fucked up his life. Intentionally. Who the fuck told you to buy a condo to impress a woman at your job? Who the fuck told you to buy a BMW? Who the fuck told you to try to write everything off as a business expense? Who the fuck told you to go ahead and try to talk to an underage girl? Who the fuck told you to get married? And have you put yourself at risk of losing half your shit? Nobody told you to do that. Who told you to buy a fucking Nazi hat? Nobody told you to do that. Who told you to play Super Monkey Ball instead of Metroid Dread? Nobody told you to do that. You did that on your own, Phil. So how the fuck can you sit there and have a pity party when you're the catalyst for everything wrong that has happened in your life? Leasing a BMW. Wow, leasing a BMW. The puppy dog eyes don't work, man. Because you know why? You're a 40-year-old man. It looks creepy. It looks creepy, sir. You can't do the sad Sam face because it just looks droopy as shit. Nobody told him to get married to Cat. Nobody told him. Nobody told him. Nobody told him to go ahead and beg Panda to be his girlfriend. Why did he have to beg somebody to be their girlfriend? You were literally asking for it. You were literally asking to be taken advantage of. You want to go ahead and have that pity party, that's fine. But thoroughly understand you are the reason why you are in this position. Okay? And this medieval style roast beast recipe, use that as an analogy for your entire life. You had something straightforward that you needed to do. You instinctively went against the instructions, and it got fucked up. That's it. Exactly, Radio Robot Full. He got himself into a marriage simply because people were making fun of him that his girlfriend left him. Again, his own fucking fault. That's why Liana left. Liana left because she was tired of your shit. Exactly, Philip, and that's what happened in the SP. Kat probably found herself the lick. She probably found herself done. Exactly. Wait, what? Nobody told him to fucking go ahead and fleece his friends, shit on his friends, and then go ahead and fucking get a BMW. But Eminem, how? If they can see in broad daylight that he didn't make it. If you gotta come back and get money because of your taxes, you fucked up. Everything. That's right, Nisu Kitsune. And the stuff that got him kicked off of Machinima, Curse, what have you. Twitch, you did that. Cat scored a gold mine because all Cat has to do, all Cat has to do is literally have a lawyer and tell the lawyer, just go through this man's YouTube channel. Klaus, because he doesn't want to look like an old man and he doesn't want us making fun of him, but we'll still do it. Nobody told him to sit there. Exactly, Drew. Nobody told him to sit there and fucking talk shit about other content creators who were making it when he was supposed to be making it too. Again, you said it yourself, homie. Homefront. 1 million views. The channel was white hot. You want to go on a fucking staycation. Come on, bro. Exactly. Nobody told him to monetize the Etika shit.
That all my family fell out of touch. They had fallings out. They hate each other.
You moved out. You moved away. You are the one who left, Phil. I'm not even accepting this shit about, everybody moved away and shit like that because your Gaudi aunt is dead. She's dead. She already passed away. Izuni, thank you for the $5 super chat. He will never stop being jealous of PewDiePie. He seeds every day when he sees PewDiePie. But nobody told you to push your family away, Phil. You isolated yourself. Nobody told you to move to Washington. They probably have, Marvin T, they probably have the best Christmas celebrations without Phil. And that's probably why he's going through this shit. He probably sees on Facebook a family member posting a picture of the Burnell family having fun without him. Exactly. He is the guy. I forgot, what was that movie with Tom Hardy and James Gandolfini where he keeps talking about the chair? Like he's been sitting in his chair and he loser, like this loser dude. Klaus, thanks for the $20 Mexican peso super chat. Exactly. We live in his house so rent-free. We out there cooking our own roast beast.
For some reason, and over the years, they all moved away.
The drop. Wait, hold on. Wait. What's the drop? The drop. Okay, that's the name of the movie. Okay, yeah, sorry. My memory's a little froze because, I'm a little glazed over, if you know what I'm saying. Let's continue.
They don't talk to each other anymore, and a lot of my elderly family members have passed away. My great aunt and uncle, who used to be like my grandmother and grandfather, are gone. My other uncle Michael passed away just recently. My godparents moved completely away. I don't even know where they live anymore, and I have no contact with them.
That's your fault.
Like seriously, all the people who I spent time with when I was a kid, they're gone now.
That's what happens.
And I look back on those times fondly in my head now, saying, man, I miss them. When I was a kid, I took them for granted. I didn't care. Like, man, when can I go home and play with my toys?
Yeah, because you were a piece of shit. You were a piece of shit, snotty-nosed kid. That's basically what it is.
Right? That's how you are when you're a kid. You're a little brat.
No.
You don't realize what...
No. You were a brat. See, you were a brat because your parents didn't smack the shit out you when they needed to. Okay? That doesn't make any excuse. Oh, I'm a young kid. No. You would have got your shit smacked in if you would have been in my house. Oh, I'm a bratty kid with it. You would have got those Wolverine toys would have. Yo, you understand what's up, Proposal Axe? I think legitimately, if Phil lives with my dad growing up when I was growing up, the man would. I think he would like voluntarily enroll himself into the foster care system. He wouldn't be able to handle like real parenting or even extreme parenting. Because I'm telling you right now, like my dad, bro, if it would have been the Wolverine toy situation shit, my dad would have went ahead, bought the Wolverine toy, and then break the shit right in front of Phil just because. My dad would have sat there, and if my dad would have found out that Phil would have lost his job at Wells Fargo, my dad would have forced him to work at McDonald's. You ain't getting a job at my company. You fucked up. You think you're going to fuck up my name? You think you're going to fuck up my reputation? No, go flip some fucking burgers. He would have never gotten that shitty a job. He would have never. My dad would have been like, no, you working at McDonald's. Fuck you and fuck your mother. You going to go sit there and flip fucking burgers because you're not ruining my reputation. Because then I got to explain to people that you lost your job. You bugging, man. That should have been in my grandma's house. Oh, what's this? What's this present? And, my grandma would have told you, put that shit down. As soon as you did the first shake, you would have got the shit smacked out of you. You would have caught a hot one right in the motherfucking face. You want to shake it now? Shake it now. And I don't know if you got one of those parents. You ever had one of those parents that would they would curse you out and shit like that to a point where you start crying and every time I'll give you a reason to cry, so you got to fucking buck up real quick. He wouldn't be able to deal with that. He would have this man doesn't know. He would have done the, oh my God. Imagine him dealing with a Dominican parent. Phil wouldn't know. Phil wouldn't know what it's like to fucking kneel on dry rice. He'd be crying. That's what the Dominican moms do. They take dry rice, pour it on the floor, and make your ass kneel on that shit. Imagine he had to deal with a family from the South. Man, I remember the first time I dealt with that shit, because my parents were strict. But then when we went to go visit my grandmother's family in Mississippi, I didn't know what strict was. I found out what strict was that day. That shit, my Yankee ass, I learned real quick. That's right, Yandere matey, the fucking switches, bro. And the wood, oh my God, Emphasis got the wooden chancla. I never got that. I got a switch. That shit, dude, when I got hit with a switch, my aunt, oh my God, son, it was me, my two of my cousins, right? And I forgot what we did. We did some real dumb shit. I think we threw a rock at a cow or something like that. It was something stupid, really, really stupid. I don't remember. So I remember my aunt, because, I'm used to getting screamed at. I'm used to getting my ass beat. I'm used to just getting fucking just lit the fuck up. This woman with the calmest ass voice ever. Great Wall, I'm going to tell you what it is right now. The calmest ass voice ever. She goes, go get me a switch. Oinka Bob, what's good, baby? She said, go get me a switch. And I'm sitting there what's a switch? So my cousin Bubba goes, my cousin's name was Bubba, that type of Southern. So my cousin Bubba goes, go outside and just break a tree branch off, like a nice light tree branch. So again, I'm from New York. We don't do shit like this. So I'm sitting there all she wants is a stick? All she wants is a stick? Okay. I went off and I'm my cousin Bubba's looking at me because I'm sitting there and I'm picking the nicest, sturdiest branch. Maybe she needs it for I don't know, some Southern shit. I don't know. Bruh, I break this shit off. My cousin's looking at me yo, what the fuck? Why didn't you get the little, he's looking at me yo, why didn't you get the dead one? Why didn't you get the fresh one? It's still green. It's still green. And I'm it's just a stick. It's just a stick. So I give it to my aunt and she goes, okay. She goes, now stand next to your cousin. So my cousin's looking at me you dumbass motherfucker, you stupid Yankee, ignorant, idiot motherfucker. So I'm yo, what is the problem? So I'm sitting there what does she want? And my guy, this woman, went there and she started just swishing back and forth, bro. And I just feel the fresh air go into each of the cuts. Because I was getting cuts. I was getting fucking cuts. And I'm sitting there crying. And my cousin, this dude got fucking shins of leather, son, because he used to get whipped all the time. So he's just sitting there just eating them. And I'm sitting there holding on to my fucking legs, trying not to fall down. Yo, what is this? Where's social services? Call CPS. This isn't right. This isn't right. And I'm sitting there with cuts in my legs, crying. I see my grandma come in. I run to my grandma. I hobble to my grandma. And I'm sitting there like, yo, grandma, Aunt Jean hit me. And she's like, why she hit you? So she explained to her. And my aunt explained to her why she switched. She said, you just got hit with the switch. And I'm looking at her like, yo, like this woman just abused me. She struck me with a piece of wood. Do something. That's your sister. Get her. And like, nah. You shouldn't have done the dumb shit that you did. Phil wouldn't be able to handle that shit. That was something I never experienced. This man wouldn't be able to handle shit like that.
What you got? So now it's like, I would much rather spend the entire Christmas Eve night and Christmas Day.
Nah, I ain't playing Homer. I don't know. Southern discipline is alright, but Asian discipline, that's some other. I don't know, man. I've never really seen like you know, like the spanking aspect of Asian discipline, but yo, I don't know what it is, man. But y'all Asians do like the Asian discipline I've seen. The parent never even had to put hands on the child. That's how bad it is. I don't know. I've seen some shit. I've seen fucking, you know, Asian parents, you know, show up to the house parties looking for their kids, knocking on the door. They don't give a fuck whose house it is. They don't care what time it is, where my kid's at. Tell their asses to get outside. My kid's gonna be a doctor. Fuck your kid and the hippity hoppity music. We coming, let's go. Asian parents don't play. I've seen Asian parents sell everything that a child had. Like, you know, a child they were supposed to do good in school. They continue to not be good in school, so they just sold everything in the house. Everything. Like everything in their house. I mean, the kid's room. I've seen shit like that. I've never seen the hands-on stuff. Because my thing is, I don't want to see the hands-off stuff if the hands-off stuff is bad. Fuck that. Shit, I don't do it. I had friends with Asian parents. I never with Hispanic parents. I would sit there and be like, yo, y'all wildin', like, yo, chill out. I never done it with Asian parents. The Asian parents don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck. It's just, yo, Jay Kramer, I've seen, yo, like, even like Asian girls, when they argue with their, oh my God. I can't. I stand to it. It depends. Like, some people, it's the intent. I feel like it's the intent of what happens. Like I said, I don't believe in hitting somebody with a switch. So if that's the case, you might as well just beat the shit out of them. If I don't, the stick, you know, the chancleta, I feel like it's a little, the chancla, I feel like it's a little level, you know, there's a level for it, but I never, you know, like, I've never been, like, a fan of just beating the shit out of your kids. Like, no. But, you know, sometimes it's just a level of trauma that they just, like, you know, kids as animals have to, I don't know, like, understand. Like, I'm not saying it's okay, but it's like, I get where it comes from. Asian parents, when they were selling their kids stuff, oh, wow, grandfather Nurgle, like, wow. What? Hate on me watch. That's worse. Nah, fam, I just got a stick. That's it. A nice little stick. No barbs. No barbs. No small twigs. None of that. That's abuse. That's some Django shit, bro. That's some, you know, I've never been big on it, but like I said, there's just levels to it. You know what I'm saying? It's just, sometimes it's just, there's levels and intent. Like, I've seen people who discipline their kids in a rough way, not because the kid needed to correct their behavior, but because the child was being an inconvenience to them. So, you know, like, that I don't agree with. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't believe in that shit. Like, Hot Wheels track, yeah, that's you wildin'. You wildin' with fucking Hot Wheels tracks. Why? You know, like what's the guy's name? That crooner, Bing Crosby. Remember with the fucking that episode of Family Guy? You know, if they get out of line, beat them with a bag of Valencia oranges, you know, and it teach them what, you know, doesn't leave a bruise, and it teach them who's who. Like, what? Like, no, that's a weapon. That is a weapon. Like it's you know, like I don't like you know that shit like extension cords, fucking Hot Wheels tracks, fucking you know. Would you slap a shit out of Ellie if he told you to go to the waiting room? It depends if the way he said it. Now if he goes, you know, like stationary, get your ass. You know, I might have to like slap him up a little bit. You know, some kids deserve. They need a real life check from other people. You know what I'm saying? The worst I've ever gotten, the two worst feelings ever in my life was the switch and the only time my dad hit me. And this is how serious my dad was. My dad only hit me one time in his life, and that's the only time he had to hit me. Once. And he hit me with his hand, and he hit the top of my hand. Like he hit that's all he did. The man only had to do it once. He had these big Shrek fingers. With fucking like all these calluses, man. And I felt some skin come over. And that's the only time my dad ever had to hit me. But Phil wouldn't know how to handle that shit. He wouldn't know how to handle any of that shit. The dude doesn't even know how to handle, you know, chat, like, you know, abuse from a chat. Bag of oranges, man.
With my wife and Jasper and have a good time together, good family time. Didn't care about a present. I don't want a fucking present at all.
But that's the point of
back.
That's the point of Christmas.
More time with my family.
But so why didn't you spend time with them when you had the chance? Why didn't you spend time with them when you had the chance? Oh, give me my time. You didn't spend any time with your family. You was there streaming, trying to get this money so you can go ahead and get your quick dopamine fixes. You never once tried to make there's never been an instance where I seen outside of him getting married where he's like, oh, I'm gonna go visit my family for the holidays. There's none of that shit. None of that shit.
That's my take on it. That's my the way I see it. I don't know how you see it, but hey, I'm very happy for all of you out there who had a great time for Christmas, and those of you who maybe got great presents and everything. I'm happy for you. I really am. A lot of people I said yesterday, hey, tell me what you got. You know, what did you get for Christmas? And you're like, wow, I got a bunch of video games. I got some gift cards. I got some clothes that I wanted. That's always the best. I got clothes that I actually wanted. That's a good one. Because some people always get clothes they don't want.
Thanks for stopping by, Uncle Bob. Thanks for $2 super chat, baby. You have a good one too, man.
When you get clothes you actually wanted. There you go. You know, so people are like, one person told me that I got a new desktop computer.
What's the problem?
A desktop computer?
What's the problem?
Holy shit.
What's the problem?
You got the motherload. I mean, that's like $1,000, right?
Okay, so what's the problem? What's the problem? Like, I'm sorry. Are you mad? Are you salty? Like,
bitch, you so salty.
Someone got a fucking computer. What's the problem? You have 2 laptops, bro. One brand new laptop that you bought already, okay? And another one that you just, like, you know, one that's on his last legs. You have 2 laptops. You have 3 of the latest gen consoles. 3. You buy fast food every single fucking day. Why are you sitting there molding? I mean, WWE Carl, I hope he does so he can fucking probably do something, but why are you sitting there getting mad because someone got a gift?
A low-end one, but you got a whole desktop computer for Christmas. I don't think I ever got a present like that. That's crazy. Good for you, man.
You got toys. You got fucking toys and video game systems, bro. And every day is fucking Christmas to you because you get tips that you do not earn. Thanks, Klaus Mystery, for the $20 Mexican peso super chat. Klaus, I got cursed out in front of Toys R Us. Not once, but twice. Talking about maximum volume screaming. Too quick. He still thinks that all computers are like fucking IBM machines that take up the whole room or something. You know, thanks for super chat. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Thank you for following super chat. Bag of Robs' Twitter is of the Bag of Robs from his Twitter example, fending it past. Oh yeah. And that's it. He can't be happy for people. It's like me. Why are you getting mad that someone got a gift? Like,
so,
And this is another example why you need to start hanging out with people your own age. Because you're sitting here, DSP, talking to kids, and you're sitting there getting sadder and sadder and more depressed